Another speaker is there for today, Dr. Sujit Borua, है ना? Dr. Sujit Borua, Secretary, Vidarshan Shiksha Kendra. Kindly, please, if you are here, please.
नमो तस्सो भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्सो. Param Pujya Bhikkhu Sangha, most respected venerable monks, respected chairman of the session, Venerable Dr. Dharmapriyo, Secretary General, International Buddhist Confederation, Co-Chairman, Venerable Lamaji, my fellow speaker of the session, respected Professor Arun Yadav, Assistant Professor Nabalananda Mahabir, and other distinguished personalities on and off the dais, my dear colleagues. A very good afternoon to all of you. On behalf of Vidarshan Shiksha Kendra, as well as on behalf of All India Federation of Bengali Buddhists, and also on my personal behalf, I extend my sincere thanks and gratitude to the organizers, first of all, organizing for such an interesting conference, as also allowing me to present before you. Before I make any comments on the proposals for establishing network among the Buddhist organizations, I would like to draw your attention on some important aspects which are around with the organizations to whom we all are belongs to. I will give some backgrounds. First of all, if we look at the census of India 2011, it is showing that in the eastern region there are 13 states, of which about 30 crores of people are there, and the Buddhist population covering all those 13 states, it is only 9.5 lakhs. It will be surprising to know that the Buddhist majority states like Arunachal, Sikkim, they are having only Buddhist population limited around 1.5 lakhs each. Whereas in West Bengal, it is the highest in the eastern region, and the figure is 2.82 lakhs, although it's about 10 years back figure. But still, I noticed that in West Bengal, it is the highest Buddhist population among the all 13 states in the eastern India. So naturally, out of 30 crores of total population, maybe the born Buddhist or the practicing Buddhist, we all together voluntarily declared that we are only 9.5 lakhs. So obviously, it is a great challenge for us on the question of our sustenance. At the same time, on the question of propagation of the Buddha's teachings, not only restricting the same to us, but also spreading the same to the larger society. Now let us focus on the different organizations, because we are talking about the establishing a collaborative form among the organizations. So let us focus. What is my perception, my understanding is that there are two broad categories. One is monastic background of organizations, other are the social organizations. As we all know, that monastic Buddhist organizations are basically led by the monks as well as the laities. So it's a basically collaborative form, and wherein the monastic organizations are responsible for propagating Buddha's teachings in the form of practicing Buddhist rituals, maintenance of the monasteries, taking care of the monks, and encouraging lay people to follow the Buddhist rituals. That is obvious. While looking at the social organizations, we could find their focus are different. I have listed out very few as I have observed. Some of the social organizations, they are working on social development in the light of Buddha's teachings and make efforts for religious and social securities. Second one, those organizations are working on welfare activities by organizing various medical camps, running free academic centers, and donating various items among the needy peoples. The third category of organizations are practicing and organizing meditation camps in the light of Buddha's teachings. We also observe one more group, those who are practicing Buddha's teachings as it was taught by Baba Saheb Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So these group of people, they are of the opinion that they were socially oppressed for a long time by the upper caste of the larger society. And now, Buddhism has given them a freedom to fight for the social equalities. So coming to this varied group of organizations who are working on different aspects, we need to see as to how we can collaborate as well as cooperate so that the common programs, common agendas could be drawn out without defying the basic interest, basic objectives of these individual organizations, as also we be able to form some kind of united group with the participation of all these small organizations for the better cause of the society, as well as to make our presence before the larger society. Now, looking at the monastic organization, we could notice some of our weakness which are to be addressed unitedly. As I have noticed, in our cases, we have only in Calcutta and surroundings, we have more than 40-45 Viharas. If we consider across West Bengal of our community, it will be more than 100 now. But one very pertinent point is that the monks of these particular Viharas are mostly novice monks. I'm sorry to state these particular words, but it's true that they are novice. They have very little knowledge about the Dhammas, on religious aspects, and they are not so experienced also to administer the Viharas in a proper way. That is a difficulty for us, because we have not been able to develop these novice monks to a particular height so that they could be the leaders of the coming days. So as such, I would appeal to IBC, authorities of the IBC, if they could think, they could guide us to establish a proper Bhikshus training center with the help of our senior monks. So that these young monks go through some proper training.
You have 5 minutes only more, please.
Yeah, sure. So surely and certainly, sir. And they could make some proper leadership. Now, with respect to the social organizations, I have certain particular proposals, so I will cut short. So, among these social organizations, considering the cities of the state, districts of the state, we should have a consortium to work out on certain common minimum agenda. Many people have talked about the celebration of Buddha Purnima. Yes, every city or the state capital should celebrate Buddha Purnima jointly with the presence of monks and the ladies, and a huge rally should be arranged on that particular day so that the people within that particular city or state are able to understand that Buddhist festival is there and Buddhist communities are celebrating the festival. Apart from that, I would propose that state-wise coordinating committee should be formed, and the committee should work out to take up the issues with the local governments. They must form certain particular wings, likewise like legal cell, academic cell, and the medical wing, so that with the experts, so that necessary advice and supports can be extended to these small organizations. Now it's the time for presence in social media. So I would propose that a huge data bank may be introduced, wherein the information about all the organizations would be available, and then central website be made so that the activities of these small organizations can be displayed on the central website. So these are small suggestions that I could make, and because time is limited, so I will not extend my deliveries. At the end, I will just brief what we are doing at Vidarshan Shiksha Kendra and All India Federation of Bengali Buddhists in Kolkata. We are focused mainly on 3 areas. Firstly, we are concerned for social security issues of our community, and as such, we could keep a close observation to maintain our ST status among our young generations. Secondly, we are concerned to propagate Buddha's teachings in the light of practicing meditation. We regularly organize 1-day and 10-day meditation camp at our center. And thirdly, we are also develop people through Buddhist education as it is available in Buddhist texts, and for that matter, we organize regularly special lectures, workshops, seminars, wherein academicians and the researchers from the universities, colleges are acting as a resource person. For your information, we have 2 very important publications in the recent past. One is Banglaye Bauddha Dharma, Buddhism in Bengal, since its inception till date, and the other is Directory of Theravada Buddhist Monasteries in Eastern India. We had an extensive research work for this particular data bank, and we did all these publication and research work with the financial assistance of Government of India, Department of Culture. I once again extend my sincere thanks and gratitude to the organizers for giving us to present before you. Thank you so much.